How is he going to take you shopping without money?
I'm trying to tell you, there's no limit on it for me because the amount don't matter.
For a minimum.
The minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if
I feel like to
if
take
he made
care
like
of me,
40K.
it'd take over at least 120K a year.
Yeah.
To
Andrew Wilson humbles this delusional girl for thinking she is the prize in this debate on the Whatever podcast, as Andrew Wilson calls out this woman's wild fantasy while arguing over how much money a man has to make and wrecks these women for their double standards. Let's get in.
You said that the word simp being abused and ruining love. Mm-hmm. So men should be simps. Mm-hmm. I guess.
How are we defining simp? Like,
Sucker idolizing mediocre.
Oh, I didn't know that was a acronym.
Oh, I did not
That's
know
what simp
that.
means. That's what it means.
That's crazy.
It means sucker idolizing mediocre pussy.
I've never had anybody tell me that, but
I don't think it's. I don't really.
Yeah, really.
I mean, that's the acronym.
I think he made that up.
That is
No, like,
I feel like
No.
it's some Urban Dictionary.
That's what it means. That's
I
where it
don't
came
think
from.
so.
That's crazy.
I promise you, that's
But-
what it
You,
means.
But what was the question?
Well, so I guess moving on to the next thing, you said that you like modern dating and you hate it at the same time because when you were on Bumble, you've had like 4,000 potential matches, and out of those 4,000, only 200 reached your standards. So I think that's 5% if my math is right. So like only 4,000 matches, only 200 of them reached your standards. So what are your standards?
They're kind of, I want to say
Tall and rich?
No.
Come on,
Tall's
it's tall and rich,
No,
right?
tall's one. Intelligence is another one. I'd say like hustle and drive is
So
a big
rich?
one. It doesn't even have to be rich. It's
What?
like the first man I ever.
Well, how much?
Let me talk.
I just want to know how much. Because I ask you questions and you answer not my
How
question.
much?
How much does he need to make?
It don't matter right now. It don't matter because I'm making my own bread. It's if he can take care of me. Like it's not even like what you're making because I'm not moving in with you or being engaged yet. Right now, it's like how much are you willing to invest in me as a person, not as like what you're making in a year because I really don't care. Because
Does that mean just like give me a sandwich and shit like that?
I mean, give me a sandwich like I put on there, take me shopping, cliff jumping, trips. There's other things you could do to show a woman that you care about her.
If he takes you shopping, you pay?
Hell no.
Well then he has to make something.
What do you mean?
How is he going to take you shopping without money?
I'm trying to tell you, there's no limit on it for me because the
I think
amount
he's
don't
asking
matter.
for a minimum.
The minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if
I feel like to
if
take
he made
care
like
of me, it'd probably
40K.
take over at least 120K a year.
Yeah.
To do the things I like to do.
Do you expect him to pay to spend 120 a year?
No, I don't.
How much do you expect him to pay?
I think he should be investing in himself, doing
Sure.
what he needs to do to progress in the
Totally
future.
agree. I'm just asking for you, for the beneficiary, how much do you estimate this man's going to have to spend in order to take care of you yearly?
I can't give you that because
Just roughly.
I can give you what I spend on myself a month when
Okay.
it comes to my nails and my hair
Yeah,
and all that. Nails, hair, sometimes flights. I'd say it's like 1,000. Like it's a whole nother bill.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you want him to spend at least $1,000 a month on you.
No, it could vary. But there's no number I put on it. That's kind of like the fun part for me, and the part that's important is seeing what they will do like on their own. Like it's like I'll tell you, but it's like after a while, it's like you should know this is what I want. This is how it's gonna go.
Okay, well maybe I can frame it differently. Let's say a man makes zero money.
Okay.
Okay, what ways would he invest in you that you would see him as a potential partner, even if he's
Probably
making no money?
Making no money, probably because my promo modeling, I'm an independent contractor, so I push myself and do reviews for other businesses. So if he was helping push my business, I am a brand ambassador for a nail girly, so if he's giving out cards for me and stuff, that's an important one. Probably the trips and excursions is a big one.
But he can't take you on trips with no money,
Oh,
right?
so you're saying with no money, what can you
Hang on,
do?
into the mic, yeah.
What you're saying with no money,
No
what
money,
can you do?
yeah, no money. Not shit, right?
Support? No, he could support me.
Do you value companionship?
Well,
Like,
hang
I
on,
do.
hang on,
I was
hang
about
on,
to say,
let her finish.
just support me in my business. Continue to thrive in whatever he's doing. Even if he's making zero money,
Yeah.
if you are still driving for something, like if you're doing real estate or in school or doing something
So
that
he
is,
can benefit you by like doing business legwork.
yeah. And,
okay.
And he could also benefit me in like
And
like
are
picking
you-
like cars. You could pick me up.
Are you ever going to take
Take me
this guy
places.
out on dates with your own money?
I feel like I may pitch for excursions.
What does that
but,
mean?
Like, there's a base sum, and I pitch in maybe like 30%.
So you're not going to pay for the date?
No.
No.
Because I'm the prize. I'm
So
not.
this guy can
I'm not
then-
bringing anything to the table
Yeah.
because I'm the guest of
So
honor.
the guy with not a lot of resources or almost no resources, he can assist your business by doing a bunch of legwork for you, but he essentially gets zero out of it, right?
He gets to be with me in my presence.
But is he with you?
Yes.
He's just in your presence. You
I
ain't-
think
But are you
men
hooking?
don't get to
well, are you
experience me
hooking
like
up?
that.
Are you hooking up with that bum? Are you
We
gonna
are
hook up with
doing-
that bum?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna hook up with him?
If I love you and you continuing to support me even when you have zero money, because when I
Mm-hmm.
get with you, you gonna have some money. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
You mean when you hook up with him?
No, when they ask me for my information, I'm not gonna get with a bum. Period. But if they ask me for my information and I got them and they're very driven and they got a job at the very least, but then they have no job, I'm gonna stick it out because I see that they were there
Got it.
when they had
Okay,
it.
now I think we've established a floor base. So to get with you,
Yes, you have
what's
to
the
have money.
minimum amount for that?
There isn't one. You just gotta have like I
Well,
said.
there is a
probably
minimum
1,000
one. Wait,
probably
there has to be a
1,000.
minimum one.
Probably 1,000.
You have to 1,000 what?
You said on excursions like food, nail hairs, like I feel like I said 1,000 already. Like that, like you asked me like what was everything overall like in a month, and I said it like $1,000 or
Okay.
a little more. Cause yeah, and like I'm on my feet a lot as a model, so I like to get foot massages and other things. So it's like, if I'm going and I already scheduled, he could just pay for his and he could come with me, and I'm not gonna expect him to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's like a mutual respect, but at the end of the day, I want you to be a man. I want you to,
Have money.
yeah, I want you to
But how
want
mu-
good for
but-
yourself.
but
If
how
I
much
got money, you
But
gonna
how-
have
but
money.
how much money? Should he have at least as much money as you?
Eventually, if you are on a path to have more money than me, that's valid. Because you
What if you're on
you
a
don't
path to
start
have
at the
less
top.
money than you?
We might have a discussion about
So you do want your
Profit.
guy to end up making more money than you?
yeah.
Okay.
But right now, it's not super important. It's still hella young. You know what I'm saying? So
And
we
these-
still got
and-
time to learn.
And these men get the
grow.
luxury of being in your presence and helping your business.
Yes. And
If you really pay attention to what these modern women are saying nowadays, especially just like what this woman is saying, they want the guy to pay for this. They want him to give me foot massages. They want them to help me with my business. They look at the man as helping them when it's the other way around. They look at the man as how is he going to be an asset to me? But in no way, shape, or form do they consider how am I going to be an asset to the man and not a liability. That's what these women don't get. Oh, you're going to pay $1,000 for my hair. I want you to make more money. I want you to help all this, but I still want you to be the man and be more while being all this. But what are they doing for the man? These women are just using men and they do not understand. If they really want a husband, if they really want a family, you have to be an asset to him. They do not understand a relationship and they have no concept of what a marriage actually is. But hit that like button if you're enjoying the video. It really helps the algorithm. I appreciate it. And let's get back in.
and coming to things with me, like I've done like a lot of events, and they just get to come with me, you know, whoever I'm with
Can I
at
ask
the
you
time.
something? Like, let's say that do you like, are your parents both married?
No, my mother is married now, but they're divorced.
Do you know your father pretty well?
He's a kinda.
Kinda?
Yeah, I'm his firstborn daughter, so he kinda.
A little bit?
Yeah.
But he's not really around too much? Okay.
Pause.
When did that happen?
Young, like probably
real
like
young.
6.
So basically your
7.
mom raised you?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Military mama. Yeah.
Okay. What branch?
She's in the Army sergeant of 4.
Did she move around a lot?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, yeah, that's how that works, right?
Yes, it
Different
is.
stations.
Military brat.
Yeah, military brat. Okay. Did you go overseas?
Not with her, no.
No.
She just did. Yeah.
Okay. So, but just backing up, does your mom have male friends who've been like a part of your life for a long time?
Yeah. They're not hella around, but
Yeah.
she has a husband, so it's like,
Do you have a good relationship with him?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if he was sitting down, right, with his son, would you advise his son to date you?
I think if you're dating,
Well, I mean, do you think he should advise his son that he should date you if the son's like, Dad, I'm looking for the right girl.
I think
right?
that's weird.
Sister?
I'm kind of in the middle of different things. Let's say you
I
weren't
think-
related. You just know him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just know him, right? But would you, if he was telling his son, right,
think-
to date a woman like you is what I'm asking.
I think if you have the means to date a woman like you, because a lot of the time the men who are bums and don't have no money, don't have a car, they're just trying to have sex. They're not trying to look for a relationship. They're not
There are
looking
men like
for
that, sure.
Yeah. And they're
But that seems
very
a lot.
much.
But
here.
doesn't that seem like it's way easier than getting your fucking coffee and promoting your business? And
As a man, that could be your
and
opinion.
then spending thousands of dollars on you in the hopes that maybe something will happen, rather than just
No.
going,
No.
I would just smash if I can, and then find a woman who's way less work than that.
I don't think so, because I have a lot of goals and I'm very driven.
Yeah, men don't care about goals. They don't care about your financial
Yeah, they
goals.
do.
They don't care. They don't give a shit.
See, this is what she talked about, generalizing
No guys
things.
care. Which
Yes,
majority
they
of
do.
people need 2 incomes
Men don't
to make
really
a
care.
household.
A lot of men want to
work.
be stay-at-home
Listen,
dads these days.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Oh, no. they
Most
don't.
people marry in the same socioeconomic status
Yes.
that they're in.
That's true, because that's what women will marry, is at least a man
Well, I think
who
it's
is
just
within
proximity.
the same socials, or higher. They usually marry up, actually.
But he's
I'm just
confident.
talking about people in general, not
Yeah.
women, not men.
I'm not
Most
just
people.
but this makes my
and I think
point.
that's
Households
This
are
makes my point.
2-income
This makes my point.
household.
And nobody's disputing that either.
Yeah.
Both of these make my point.
So they do care if they can't
They
afford
don't
a household.
care. Listen, the man themselves don't care that much about women's economic goals. They don't care about them.
If they can't afford rent and
Then
they want a
why-
family, then yes, they
Why
do.
are they not marrying poor women?
They do.
Well, we just agreed that the majority marry the same.
Rich
That's not
men
okay.
marry poor women.
But you contradict yourself here, because you say they marry people based on proximity. I agree. They
Yeah.
marry people based on proximity. Usually the people that you're going to meet are going to be at like work.
Sure.
They're going to be in areas like this. So they're probably going to be making around the same amount of money that you do. But men do marry poor women, especially rich men marry poor.
Well,
Marry poor women all the time. Women do not marry poor, or rich women don't marry poor men, and women of good high social economic status, they usually still marry up, not down. That is the case.
And I think that's good.
I mean, I'm just asking, if men don't really care, why? I mean, obviously, I agree
Because of
with
proximity.
Because of proximity,
Yeah.
that's who they have access to.
Yeah, that's who they have access to. If they had access to only poor women, they would marry them.
Okay.
Yeah, don't you agree?
I mean, no, I think within today's society that most people generally want someone who at least is able to take care of themselves.
Yeah, or take care of them. But I think it's mostly women. Women seem to want to have men who make more than them, and men seem to care less about if women make more than them, same as them, or less than them. They don't seem to care as much.
I don't know. I think a lot of women really do invest in what they perceive as potential. You know, either he's starting a career, he's doing something new, he's not making a lot of money, and then they kind of grow that together. But
Yeah.
it depends on the age bracket that you're in.
Yeah, sure, but I'm just telling you that if most
So,
men, if you
I
had to
don't
pick the
think-
choice, smoking hot 10 Starbucks barista, right, who treats you well, you can marry her, right, and she makes almost nothing, you're going to be taking care of her the rest of your life, or you can marry kind of like the 3 who makes as much as you, right, or a little bit more than you maybe. They'll take the 10 Starbucks barista.
if they have money.
If they do, yeah. Well, if what I'm saying is if they have access to it, they will, yes. If they have that access. If they don't have the access, they won't, because they don't have the access.
And I feel like that ties into what I was saying, because this man has access to me when I'm very selective with even who my friends are. So it's like, it's very,
Yeah, but the man who's
That's the
in the
point.
situation where he can have access to you based on the huge list and criteria that you have has access to other women like you. And all they need to do is just be less obnoxious or whatever from their perspective. I'm not saying you're obnoxious. I'm
But
just
you
saying
probably don't think I'm obnoxious at all.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying from their perspective, all that they would have to do is say, okay, this woman over here has less negative trait than this woman does for the same amount of investment. They're going to go for that.
Okay, then he don't love me for real. He's looking for something else.
Feminism has brainwashed women today into behaving like men, but somehow at the same time ignoring anything they have to say. It's like they keep trying to project, oh no, they care about my money, they care about my career, they care about... No. No man actually cares about any of that. If you have it, nice. Okay, whatever. But when it comes down to it, yes, if any guy has the money and means and access, they will absolutely just pay for any woman that they want. If they had the ability to do it, every single guy would do that, and they wouldn't care at all about the woman's career. They just simply wouldn't, because at that point, if they had the means and access to do that, it means your career and your money doesn't matter at all, because I already have the means to obtain the relationship. So it's an absolutely moot point, and women just do not understand this simple, fundamental point. And that's why they all better get a dog, a cat, something, because they are going to end up alone. But thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about what Andrew Wilson had to say, completely humbling this delusional woman. Thanks again, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.